Hello, gentlefolk of the internet. My name is Rebecca, and this is the Rebecca Fit. I've come to share. We are at 3 months. And at 3 months, supposedly, is when you start to really take on lifestyle changes. And I am super feeling it. I am really enjoying it. Thank you for joining me. This week we talk about how I spend my extra time over the holiday. We talk about my strategy behind my rest day. We talk about a little bit of stuff about social media and about the future content for the channel. And of course we talk about the fitness. So let's get into that. I have created a new graphic and I don't know if I'm going to keep it, but this is what we have right now. And just to sort of show you roughly what it is that I'm trying to accomplish, this is my layout of the 12 times that I have slotted to do workouts. They're sort of in chronological order. We got gymnastics body at the top. We have CrossFit in the noon slot, and we have jump rope in the evening. So this week we hit 7 workouts out of a possible 12. Getting to know our new and temporary graphic here, this is how my week is laid out. The time off Thursday and Friday is prescribed by my body worker. I get 90 minutes of deep tissue work every week as a part of my rehabilitation. The aftercare for this process is not to be rushed. I have either a bath or I go to a bathhouse and bathe there. Last night I was able to do that. I spent a little bit of extra time on the bathhouse because I had a really ragged day with picking up the kids from school and missing my workout. So I went ahead and spent the extra money on the bathhouse. The trick with the bathhouse is you want to do cycles. So you do 10-15 minutes in the hot tubs to get you warmed up. Then you do 2 minutes in the cold pool. Then you do 10 to 15, maybe 20 minutes in something hot, either a hot sauna room or the hot steam room or the hot bath or wherever it is that you enjoy being warm. And then 2 minutes back to the cold pool. It works best if you can get between 2 to 5 minutes in the cold pool just to get the body constricted and tightened down. What you're simulating is a fever. And after all that deep tissue work, you're going to release a lot of collagen. You're going to release a lot of lactic acid. You're going to release a lot of that stuff into your system. Maybe some of it's been there for a really long time. Maybe there's a bunch of other icky stuff in there. Always drink extra water while you're at the bathhouse. Always drink extra water when you're getting the deep tissue work done. It helps your body flush out whatever's getting released during that work. So again, cycle. I am working my way up in time. I've worked up to 2 minutes. It is not comfortable. It's not comfortable, but it's good for your body. So it's really worth it to do the work. Last night I made it through 3 cycles, 2 minutes in the cold tubs, and get out of there, get on with the rest of the day. It's really nice to just sort of bang it out in a nice environment that is sort of set up for that. Alternatively, if I'm at home and I don't want to do the bathhouse, I have a tub. Not everybody in an apartment gets a tub, but thankfully we do. We've got one of those old clawfoot units because we got this nice Victorian. It's good stuff. You do 2 cups of Epsom salts and 1 cup of baking soda and maybe some essential oils if you're into that and make it smell nice, fancy. If you do bath bombs, that's cool. They're kind of expensive. And really all the bath bomb is it's made out of Epsom salts and baking soda and essential oils. So it's super, super cheap to make that at home. And the baking soda has a benefit of softening your skin too, which is, benefits. But again, that's to help your body flush out whatever gets released during the deep tissue work. And that aftercare is very, very important. And then after that work, you just want to let your body relax and just feel the new positions that are available after that deep tissue work opens things up. So that's not a time to be really pushing hard. So those 2 days are prescribed off. A friend of mine owns Holistic Hyperbarics in the East Bay. I have an option to start hyperbarics doing that Thursdays, which would speed up my recovery dramatically and give me access to CrossFit and that whole line of work. I would just swap Saturday for Friday. And then it's really, really easy to bang out the work during the week. And then I have the weekend off to get my life managed, right? Like you've got stuff to do other than this, other than this, other than that. Like there's a lot of stuff that still needs to get done. So that would be a far more convenient setup for me. I might just add Friday. Why not? Be worth the extra rest days once we get closer to the Open, but we're going to make that decision as we get closer to the Open to see how my availability works out. That Wednesday CrossFit session there in the calendar got a little jacked because the kids were sick at school, and so I had to go run and pick them up. But thankfully everything is super close together, and I was able to bring them back for a core session, which was incredibly humbling, honestly. I've been doing the gymnastics body work, and it's progressing right along, and it's scaled to exactly where I'm at. And so I'm like thinking I'm super cool with my like 48 seconds in a tuck position that I can do 4 times. And I'm like, yeah. And then we get to CrossFit and it's like, oh, tuck position is not a hollow hold. I can get that for maybe 30 seconds, but that's way better than it used to be. It's just still like, oh, I still have, as far as CrossFit's concerned, I still have a lot of work to do. Thankfully, I'm signed up. That third session there is jump rope. Jump rope is going to be my conditioning element that I'm adding so that I'm really, the full goal toward CrossFit Open is that upper body work, push, pull, and the conditioning. I know everybody loves to hate all the things, but like conditioning, I mean, until you get through that threshold of suck, it just sucks. Ugh. But I'm working on it, and I have a plan, and I'm executing on the plan. So that's our third program now, is at least 10 minutes of jump rope. And that's basically our schedule for the week. Thankfully, with gymnastics bodies, that programming, I'm done with fundamentals, and getting straight into the work means that I have an extra 15 minutes, and I will take every 15-minute chunk of day that I can. So that's super cool. For more videos of my workouts and just general daily updates, be sure to check me out on Instagram. I have it linked below. A lot of energy is being pushed into that platform right now, so be sure to check it out. How do you organize your care cycles? Let me know below. Is it simple, complex? Obviously, I've got a pretty complicated setup, but I'm sure that there are simpler ways to do this. Be sure to share in the comments below. I've really enjoyed my interaction with Evolve to Fit. He's been very, very helpful. He's a gymnastics buddies coach out of Virginia. Obviously, I saw him through watching gymnastics buddies and watching their Instagram feed. But he's just a really nice dude, and he's super helpful, and I've really enjoyed that interaction. I look forward to, our interactions in the future, and maybe I can get myself out to Virginia, or you can get out to San Francisco and we can actually shoot something live. I've really enjoyed his content. He's a super positive dude. I've tried some of his movements because apparently a lot of people suffer with neck problems. He brought my attention to a Gary Vee video about how to build community on Instagram, and it's really been working for me. I'm very fortunate that I really enjoy talking to strangers, and I take very little personally, especially given the context of the game that we're playing. There is a remarkable turnover of follow on Instagram, and I try not to pay too much attention to those numbers at this stage of the game because I know they come and go as people think. There's a million of like, pay for likes, pay for follows, and like you just have to just block, just go away. And I get like, I don't know, I'm suddenly getting a lot more, but from the very beginning, you're getting like 10 of those a day. So you can't really look at those numbers too closely because they jump up and down all over the place. So I'm not paying too much attention to that, but really putting energy into enjoying the space for what it has to offer. And for fitness specifically, it's kind of a great space because it's super easy to just shoot through some tags and, give people a thumbs up, give people like, high five or praise, because, we do this on Instagram to give ourselves that feedback loop of positive reinforcement. It is very convenient that the format of fitness sort of plays to this game, and I love it. It's super fun. Because like what's not fun about seeing people achieving their goals and doing awesome, fun things and be like, yo, dude, that was great. Oh, I can't wait to see more of that. And that's how you make friends on Instagram. Like, sure, let's go. Playing that game and having those conversations has been super fun. It feels way more interesting to be on Instagram playing this game this way than it was before. It feels far more interactive and like something's happening, and it feels really fun. I'm here. I know there's a lot of people there to market, and I don't mind that. They're going to come and go. And again, they're just like the other, there's a lot of different avenues of marketing where people want to get in on and help you build what you're doing. I may or may not be interested in that, but I assume those things will come and go. And the long term, I'm in it for the long haul, and I'm in it for a slow burn, and I want it to just build slowly over time. So I'm not paying super close attention to those numbers. I'm here to entertain, I'm here to motivate, and I'm here to build community. Every single person that I interact with, even if a little bit, helps me build the thing better for all of us to play. So even the people that come and go, they help me build the thing that I'm trying to build for all of us. So thank you for coming. Thank you if you had to go for finding the content that's right for you. I have no problem with that. Again, nothing here is taken personally. There is tons and tons and tons of content, and there are tons and tons and tons of people consuming that content. I am confident there's plenty to go around. Thank you for checking it out. For those of you that are here, thank you for joining my party. If you have ideas about what you want to see here, please let me know in the comments. New Year's has become a special night for my tiny village. So many people get to spend the New Year's holiday with the one that they love, and I'm very, very fortunate to have 3 ones that I love, that I'm building my life together with. And that night has been a moment for us to just, like, we have a magical time and place where everybody comes together, and we get to come together and do the thing with everyone else. And it's become a beautiful tradition for us, and I'm so incredibly grateful for the family that I have and for the moments that we get to share. We also cleaned. We were so domestic. My co-dad spent most of Monday sitting on the couch with the kids watching TV. It looked fun. He got to go do a run while they were napping. Self-care all around. Tell me how you spent your New Year's. I'd love to hear about whatever adventures you've been up to. That's basically it for the Rebekah Fit. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed that video, give it the thumbs up. If you're a new friend, be sure to subscribe if you'd like to see more, and tick that little bell for notifications. Thanks. Have a great day.